Greetings, all. It's Dr. Bankhead here at the Struggle in Part 6. Take back your power. All right, I had started off talking a little bit about child development and the impressions made on young children's minds with the television and the videos and the movies. And I didn't want to leave the impression that only children are impressed by what's going on in television. In fact, adults are equally as affected by what they're watching on television, even though they may be unaware of that fact. As I mentioned, the pixels on the television affect the REM and allow the information to bypass your conscious mind and go into your subconscious mind. And some of the messages the young people get are around what is beautiful, what is acceptable in self image. They get this on their cartoons, they get this on their little programs, and people are constantly talking about other people's appearances. Another thing is when you're watching television, it's all input. So there's no opportunity given for an exchange of ideas. It's just constantly input, input, input. And you don't have an opportunity to do any critical thinking about what's being input. You don't have any opportunity to question anything that's being put input. Everything that's just being input and it's being retained in your subconscious. And one thing that I recognized was that early in the morning and very late at night on the news, so I'm talking about news programming like 4, 5, and 6 a.m., news programming at 10, 11, and 12 o'clock at night, when your mind is not as critical as it would be during the other hours. In the early morning hours, you're not fully awake. In the late hours, you're being prepared to go to bed and your mind is relaxing. And during these periods of time, it's really easy to just put out information that's untrue because you're just going to absorb it and you're not going to question it. I know I heard something on the news once and I said to myself, that's freaking unbelievable. But it was early in the morning and it was while people were probably trying to get their coffee or in their cars trying to make their way to work and they weren't scrutinizing what was being said. So I recognize that's a fact. Also, I talked about some of those early messages that you got from your parents, like you're naughty. And you think of yourself as being naughty, okay? You're lazy, you're spoiled, you're selfish, you're stupid, you're bad, you're a liar, you're troublesome, you're always in trouble, you can't do anything right. Well, this harms your relationships. This lowers your self esteem. This makes you feel dispirited and you view yourself in the way that others have portrayed you to yourself. And instead, observe and recognize who you really are and come to your own conclusions and determine if these labels or criticisms that were put on you are true. And if you find that they are true, then commit yourself to making positive changes. See what works for you and come up with your own description of who you are and live up to that description. Allow no one to define you for who you are. stand in your truth, be transparent, be authentic, and take your power back. This is Dr. Bankhead at the Struggle in Thinking Out Loud. Please like my video, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Have a great day. I am grateful for I am fully great. Say it with me. I am grateful for I am fully great.